Hey everyone, my name is Mercedes and we're here today with another episode of Cosplayers Connected Road Trip with me, Cede, and we're here at the Greyhound station because we're on our way to Momocon. So come along with me and let's get started. Momocon, and I'm dressed up as Zero-Two Samus today, and if you look behind me, there are so many people here today. We're in a game room, and this is just a small majority of what's here in store today.
Momocon, in its 14th year, is one of the fastest growing conventions in America. It started out on the Georgia Tech campus here in Atlanta as an anime club convention and grew from its very start from a few hundred people up to its current estimated 35,000 attendees in 2018. One of the things that makes Momocon most exciting is the fact that it now has the largest gaming area of any convention in the Southeast. Momocon has moved and grown as fandom has moved and grown, and while we still celebrate and hold so much going on involving anime, we just have welcomed that gaming space and expanded and exploded. We have the independent gamers competition here that grows every year. We've got many major gaming companies represented.
Favorite and least favorite roles to voice? Well, my favorite, Gohan is definitely up there because I have a career thanks to my DBZ connection. Another one's Ryu in Street Fighter because getting to voice on an iconic franchise led to also getting to have a little cameo in Wreck-It Ralph. And I hope Disney calls me back for part 2. That'd be nice. Kamina on Gurren Lagann has also been like super positive and inspiring to a lot of people. And really help them through a dark time in their life, and that's a huge perk to what I do in voice acting. You know, you get to have fun, and yeah, you make a little money, and you try to make a living doing this freelance career. But the real perk is knowing that you can touch someone's lives in a really positive way, in a very meaningful way. And I've heard a lot of feedback about that show and that character and my performance on that show. That's truly touching. To help people with depression or to wonder, it's like, hey, where is my life leading me? Where should I go? And all
Yamcha's the only character that gets screwed harder than Vegeta in the series, and I think it's amazing because the more that you can beat up on Yamcha, I think the Japanese would not have made a dead Yamcha figure if they weren't in on this joke. Like the baseball episode alone was brilliant. And there's this moment, and we just dubbed it, so it's kind of fresh on my mind. But there's this moment where he's on second base. He's already been kicked twice by Beerus and Vegeta, like simultaneously trying to get to second. And he's already been beamed by a baseball on the side. But he's looking, like, it just cuts to Yamcha and he's like staring up at the sun or something, like staring up at the clouds. And the Japanese translation is pretty boring. It's just like, gosh, I hope I make it out alive today or something like that. But I've probably spent 45 minutes trying to find a really funny or interesting way to write that line, just try and rewrite it. So, I mean, it was iterations like, "Hey Sky, how's it going? You have one of those lives like when like nothing ever went right for you?" But we just couldn't figure out because right after that cut, he sort of cuts back to Yamcha. He's like, "No, I'm gonna win this thing." So we couldn't go too far out. But yeah, that guy, poor dude, and that's why I love him though. I think we kind of love. He's just that guy that like you like to beat up on. In fact, one thing I love injecting into the series that's not necessarily in the Japanese is the concept that Yamcha's still hanging around Bulma's house all the time. Like he's out of the picture really. Except I don't think I would like it. Even if I was like super nice guy, I wouldn't really like it if my wife's ex-boyfriend just was always around, like just always hanging out. And so for a guy like Vegeta who's super angry already, I love trying to inject little things into the story. Like I remember there's a scene where Vegeta is on the deck of the boat at Bulma's birthday party, and she comes over and she's like, "Why don't you come to the party? Why don't you come hang out with everyone?" And the original line was like, "I don't like parties," or something like that, and I changed it to, "Sure, let's go see Yamcha." So the idea that he's just always there is like, he's always a thorn in Vegeta's side. It's brilliant.
Hellfire is probably my favorite cover that I've done because Frollo from The Hunchback is probably the most real and raw Disney villain that there is. And it's such a tough song for so many reasons because it's scary. It's not just a lion singing about killing another lion, you know, it's this priest that is conflicted because he has this set of beliefs that he's had hammered into him, and he's feeling things that are completely normal, but he thinks that he's going to hell for it, you know. And it's such a twisted song, and it's so scary to think about how that song is still, like the themes in that song are still very real today. So I really wanted to do justice to how raw that song is, and I put it off for such a long time because I wanted to make sure that I was ready for it, and I hope I did it justice, because the guys who write those Disney songs, it's all like the same three people that write almost all of the Disney songs. It's like Tim Rice, Alan Menken, this one other guy, I forget his name, but they are such genius songwriters, and Hunchback is such a dynamic and crazy soundtrack for them to have written. It's awesome. I could talk about that soundtrack all day.
Speaking of Pillar 7, I know the remaster is in the works, so I was wondering, is there any plans to restore some of the cut content that was cut from the game, such as scenes with Sundance shot or the relationship with dance with Curtis Blackburn?
あ、そうですね。そうですね。カプコンさんからはまあいわゆるリマスターかマスターしていいよとは言ってもらってるので、ただ条件としては何も変えずにやってほしいっていうカプコンの約束なので、まあ、そこは前作は元々のオリジナルを準じた形になると思います。
Says when you know this does actually come out, one of the conditions given to me by Capcom was not to change anything from the original. It's to be faithful to the original and what it was originally, so it'll come out in a form like that when it does come out.
SABAT, and you are watching
watching the GT Network. It's canon.